Hi, Panther Spider here, aka Sean. This is normally a video for friends and whatnot, and no, this is just me talking. Today I just wanted to talk about something I was thinking about while playing Just Cause 4 here, and it was just something that kind of didn't bother me. Something I just wanted to think about, hey, I should get back into YouTube for. So, a while back, I made a video talking about like 3 hoes or something like that. 3 deadly hoes or something like that. And basically in the video I was talking about, FYI, I still don't have a girlfriend. Basically I was talking about in the video of how I thought that I have to go through a set of different women. I thought it was going to be just 3, but no, it's been a lot more than 3. I've had a lot of close calls. Too many to now they're a lot. They're still minuscule, so they're still able to be counted. But it's becoming to a point where it's exhausting to even think about. I've had 3 close calls. I'm not gonna talk about anything. I'm possibly gonna talk about stuff that happened to me in high school. That's where that 3 whole thing even came from. Was me being in high school and having crush after crush after crush and just different stuff. So I'm gonna sum this story up because it's a pretty lengthy one. I'm a sophomore in high school around this time, and there's this girl a grade younger than me. She was the same age, but she got held back. No, 95% of the time, nobody's gonna see this except for me and anybody I send it to. So, she was a 9th grader, but she was the same age as me. Let's see, sophomore year. I was 15, 16. We were both 16 years old. 14, 15, around that time. I'm not sure about the age, so I'll figure it out probably after I finish this. But I liked her. She was cool. My dumbass, I never talked to her till near the end. Like 3 weeks, we had 3 weeks left of school. I was at a military school. I was doing terrible at that school, and it was just all bad. Let's see, I got to know her. I tried to get to know her, tried to talk to her as much as I could. At a military school, we had these things called free dress days, where if you did good at something, the school did good at something, they let you dress casually instead of just wearing the uniforms and shit. And these are like fatigues, the big camouflage shits. So I'm getting to know her, and at the time I was texting her through the school email. We were just texting back and forth through the school email. I didn't know she was hella of a troublemaker to where she got her phone taken away. So I'm getting to know her, learning about all her favorite colors and stuff. Learned that her favorite color is basically Laker colors. I was like, I got some purple stuff I could wear. So I got these black shoes I would normally wear. And I got this purple shirt and these black pants. Wore that, got her some flowers and a bear. We had like 3 free dress days because it was near the end of the school. And so I used my 1 free dress day to dress in purple. I thought I was clean. No, the shoes I wore, they weren't black shoes. They were these purple loafers that I still have. I feel like all the times I've been rejected and stuff, I'm not trying to make this sound sad or anything, but no, this is gonna go from sad to positive real quick. I'm 20 years old now. I will be 21 in May. The amount of times I've been rejected has turned me into a man, not a dog or anything like that. Has just turned me into the man I am today, where I'm less tolerable of things. Like, I'm tolerable, but I'm not tolerable to a point where this it'll make sense when I tell the rest of them. I'm at a point in my life where I don't want or need any more friends. Like, I'm always welcome to the idea, but I don't want to. I'm not accepting the I still want to be your friend logic in my life anymore. That is a situation for two things. So, me and her, we're talking last day of school. I'm trying to sit next to her. She's ignoring me, dodging me, and all this stuff. Oh, forgot to mention, I bought her jewelry. I'm glad I didn't buy her the expensive shit my mom was telling me not to get. I'm glad I didn't. She was like, go with something a little cheap to just showing that you were thinking about her. I was like, that's right, you're right, thank you. And I really do thank my mom for that. So days go by, I'm still talking to her. And then on the last day of school, it's like field day, so we're all outside just hanging out and doing all this stuff. I'm trying to like get near her to talk to her more. She's dodging me, not trying to sit next to me, not trying to talk to me. I was like, what the hell's going on? At the time, I didn't know what was going on. Found out later she was not trying to hurt my feelings. So, it's like the end of school. I was like, yo, what was going on? Why were you dodging me? She hit me on the school email. Oh, and on the day I gave her the flowers and the stuffed animal, it was a Hello Kitty little stuffed animal. The day I gave her those things, she gave me her number. I texted the number immediately, not knowing that she had her phone taken away. I found out later that she got her phone taken away. Cause I was questioning her like, yo, why haven't you texted me back? She was like, oh, I got my phone taken away. I felt like an idiot. So then on the school email, she tells me she think it'd be better if we just stayed friends. Boy, were my feelings hurt. I didn't want to talk to her, do nothing. And so my brother was in the 8th grade at the time, and he was leaving the 8th grade to come to high school, and me and him wanted to go to the same high school. So what we did was I left CMI because he couldn't get into there. He couldn't get into the military school. I didn't want to go to a school. I didn't want to make it hard on my parents for them to drive us to school when we both go to two different schools. When we both want to go to the same school. So we both ended up going to Citrus Hill High School. I loved that school. That school is another reason why I am the person I am today, because of the people I've met there. Those are my friends. They are such amazing people. Like, at first it was a little rocky on the edges, but then it became something awesome, and we are all still friends to this day. And I do not regret meeting a single one of them. They have impacted my life in a way I thought no person could, or nobody could, besides my family. They have changed my life for the better and turned me into a more positive person. Turned me into the man I am today, the man I am proud to be today. Instead of, oh, all girls are bad, da 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 da. No, they're the reason I'm also, my head is strong. where I'm just strong mentally to where I can deal with these things or just go through these things. So then I'll talk about problem in a probably shorter video, but those are the best 2 years I had. I was only there for my junior and senior year, but it was the best 2 years I could have asked for. Now, outside of high school, I'm working. I'm at Amazon, my first job, and I meet this girl. Well, my cousin tells me about this girl. Her name was Heavenly. She's only 1 year older than me. At the time of where this first part, because I've had a total of 3 interactions with her. At the time of when we were talking, we were both virgins. I'm still a virgin. So we talking. Well, at first, no, I didn't even know nothing about her. My cousin was like, "Hey, you know who would be good for you? This girl named Heavenly." And I was on at the time. I was active in dating apps, and she was like, I found her on one of those dating apps, and I was like, "This her?" She was like, "Yeah, that's her." So we started talking and stuff through because we both knew my cousin. Obviously, it's my cousin. I'm gonna know her. But I didn't know her friend Heavenly. So Heavenly was my age. At the time of this, I was 18, she was 19. This was, 2 years ago. So we talk, we go on a little date, we go watch Jurassic Park. I forgot which one it was. But it was one of the new ones, obviously, if it was like 2 years ago. We go and watch Jurassic Park, and we're sitting there watching the movie. Like, I made a good impression on her mom. She made a good impression on my mom. So we're all my mom didn't go out with us on the date. It was just me and her. We're sitting in the movies, just watching it, having a good time. And then so then after the movie, she tells me, "Oh, I'm really not looking for a relationship right now." Every time I've had an interaction with this woman, she has always been talking to another dude. Sucker for love, I guess. So she's talking to another dude. She tells me, "I'm not really looking for a relationship right now." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And it's like, oh, it's all copacetic. I'm cool. We just stopped talking for a minute. Months go by. It's actually no. Matter of fact, years go by. Not even years. It was a year. We stopped talking. No, it's months. Months go by. We stopped talking. It goes into December. It's December, about to be 2019. And I'm just in my room playing the game, and she calls me. And I'm like, "What the hell?" And I knew it was her because I had this Rich Brian song, History, for whenever she called me. And this is when I had my Samsung. So whenever she called me, I heard the do 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 do, and I was like, "Heavenly?" So then I answer the phone, and she's like, just trying to chat it up with me. This is the time she lost her virginity, and just was weird. I could sense it in on being on the phone with her. It was all just weird. So we're talking. Thing about me is I don't ever like to be called daddy. We talking, catching up, talking about how why did we fall off and all this stuff. And she gets horny on the phone. I'm a grown ass man. Whoever you're watching this, you're most likely a grown ass person too. Yeah, she got horny on the phone. Started calling me daddy. Killed my whole vibe. I don't like that shit. I really don't. So then she's like trying to tell me, "Come over, da 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 da." Other dudes be like, "Man, you made a bitch, da 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 da." No, it was like one or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sliding over. I'm not stealing a car. I'm not gonna steal my parents' car and try to go to you for some ass. So I'm like, all right, good night. I hang up on her. Don't talk to her till the morning. So then she's like, we still talking. She tells me she started feeling bad when she started talking to me. I'm like, why are you feeling bad? I didn't do anything, and I know for a fact I didn't do anything. She was like, oh, I just feel guilty. I've been talking to this other dude, and he took my virginity. And then, you know that DJ cut the noise thing, cut the track thing. That's what happened in my brain. And I was just like, hold on. So you lost your virginity to this dude? She's like, yeah. So you love this dude? No, it's not like that. You lost your virginity to. And if you're saying you're feeling guilty to me, guilty about talking to me when you lost your virginity to this dude, you love him. She's like, no, it's not like that. It's exactly like that. Just leave me alone. We stopped talking. Years. At this point, I am now. And then when we talk again, this was recently. I'm 20 when we start talking again. She's 22. Oh, when I was 18, yeah, she was 2 years older than me. She's 20. She was 22. So then, she talks. We're talking about trying to be in a relationship. Oh, before on the second time when we were talking, she was like, "I want to touch. I want to hold you. I want to kiss you. I want to hold your hand in front of your mom." And keep in mind, she told me she didn't want to do any of that. She ain't with all that. But now she want to hug me. She want to kiss me. She want to love all up on me. I wasn't with it. And so, third and final time, we talking, and we're a little more serious about how we're talking this time. Not really talking about like making it a relationship, but talking about just catching up in general. Talking about that she was in a relationship with the dude she lost her virginity to, and he was just dogging her ass out. Her mom started mentioning me and all this other stuff, and like whatever happened to that boy, this, that, and the third. And she talked about how she missed me. I'm not hearing it. I didn't want to hear from you at all. Trust and believe me, I don't even want to know. I didn't even want to have this phone conversation with you. Oh, and at this time, I already had my iPhone, so she hit me up on Instagram like, hey, can I have your number? I'm like, leave me alone. She's like, please. So she like basically begged to have my number again. Don't worry, I blocked her number, so she's not gonna. And I made it, and I blocked her on Instagram, so she can't really contact me. So she we're talking, we're catching up, this, that, and the third. I'm just gonna speed through this real quick. We're talking and stuff, and out of nowhere, she pretty much cuts me off. And I don't know what happened, and I'm glad she did though. And it just, ugh. And another close call I had was with this girl named Hope. Hope was cool. Hope was a very cool person. The only problem for her was the age gap me and her had. She's 6 years older than me, and that bothered her. Age doesn't bother me unless I'm like 20 and the lady I'm talking to is 50 or something. Then I'll be like, okay, that's a little out my age range. So everything's going cool. Hope's feeling me. We talking all cutesy on the phone, sitting up for hours on FaceTime and stuff. We were at a point where she was already making kissy faces at me and stuff. Like, she kissing me through the phone type shit. And she would. So then we're talking and stuff. And one day she's like, I gotta talk to you. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm in a good mood. She tells me, yeah, what's up? I'm like, She tells me, "Oh yeah, I gotta talk to you." I'm like, "Yo, what is this about?" She goes, "This isn't gonna work out for me." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "The thing that bothers me about you and me is that the age gap." And I was like, "Damn it." So then the age gap happened. She's like, "Oh yeah, you're just a little too young for me." Da 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 da, and blah blah blah, and all this other shit. I didn't want to hear from her anymore. So we were talking for like 3 months. Last time she texted me was last time we FaceTimed each other was October 3rd. Last time she texted me was either sometime in November or sometime in October, I forget. But when she texted me, she was like, "Oh, I miss you," and da 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 da, and blah blah blah, and all this other crap. I still left her ass on red.